In this video, let's work on modifying the register view. So we'll switch back to our application and we'll open up the register page. Let me start right here. We will add a div, give it a class of padding y4. In there, we need the validation. So we'll cut the validation summary that we have and we'll paste it for the very first thing. Then we'll add a div, give it a class of row and form group. Within that div, I'll add another div, give it a class of column 8 and offset it by 2 to align it in center of the page. I'll add a div, give it a class of card, and in there we will have all the content. Within card, what we need to do first is we'll have to add a card body. We'll give it padding X of large of 5. And let me give padding top of 4. Then we need to create our form. So our form we might be creating right here. So I can just cut this from here and paste the form tag. Also add a closing tag. Within that form we first need to display the heading. So I can just cut what the if condition we have on whether the role is admin or not. And based on that, rather than displaying in an h1, let me add a strong tag. I'll copy this and paste it here as well. I want to add this if condition inside an h3 element. So h3 will give it a class of column 12, text success, and text center with padding y of 4. It's just some of the bootstrap styling. We'll close the h3 tag outside of this if condition. Let's switch back and see how things are coming along. Oops, we have a closing form tag lingering around. Let's remove that and let's examine this. Okay, this looks good. Let's go back and we'll continue working here. Then we need to add all the input elements. So outside of the h3 within the form tag, I'll add a horizontal line and I'll add a div, give it a class of padding y2. Within here we want the input element. So we can just copy or cut the full name and paste it here. We'll make some changes to the styling. We will just add a placeholder here for name. Everything else looks good. Let me copy this padding y and paste this 2 more times. Next we have the email. Validation will be for email as well. And we'll have the placeholder for email. We'll also give a type of email. Then we have phone number. So with phone number, I also want to add a +1 sign. So I can add a div here, give it a class of input group prepend. And within the padding y, I'll have to add input group. Here I'll add a span, give it a class of input group text. And in there, I just want to display +1 for the phone number. Then input here will get the phone number, placeholder will be phone number, and we'll give it a type of text. Let me save this, go back and refresh, and it's coming along great. Let's continue working in the next video.